Hello everybody, my name is Matthew and welcome to Auction Not Included. Now, I've played this game because I also don't want to look dumb, so I've played it a bit. We'll go straight for survival, straight for ideal, because we're not going to get some... We're not pussies, right? We're not going to go for weakness. We're not going to straight up suffer. We're likely to suffer during this. I mean, straight up, it is not... It might not be the funnest thing in the world. Because I'm not very good. Wow, that is... He would have been great for everything else if he just wasn't decreased agriculture. Because we need agriculture. Ooh, that's not bad. Decreased calorie and hunger. I'll accept you, actually. You have some decent research speed and you have medical stuff, and I love medical. You guys aren't bad. You're overall good rounded, but if I was at all looking for people who are good rounded, I would try to grab you guys, but I don't want you. I want somebody now with digging and agriculture. Not bad. Decreased machinery, it's fine, honestly. And it's not too bad either. Building, increased construction. They have less German resistance than an ugly crier. You know, I'll accept this. And just lab. We'll just call it lab. Okay, I'll accept that. Straight embark because there's no time like the present to start. Oh, this is not bad actually. I'm just gonna straight pause. We don't want. I don't know what we can keep this. It's not too bad. And we want to start making our way also over here. I am going to have us pick up this stuff on the way as well. I don't know if we can reach these, but that's fine. We'll actually dig two. And just go 5 speed until we can and we'll set it up so we can kind of do stuff down here. Later on, but no, later on I'll be what we're gonna have here is some ladders. I don't know if it was 2, but either way, that's fine. You probably should have put it a little lower, but at the same time they climb the ladders and not monsters. So we just kind of gotta wait a bit, and once these kind of run out, we are kind of in a bad position. But we can also build up here, and we'll dig this out just because it's helpful. It's some good deposits actually. It's a pretty good area comparatively. I mean, here might not be the best, but at the same time, overall, looking around, it's not too bad. I know that's concerning. Those are concerning. That's really concerning. Wait, hold on. That's scorching up to molten. Well, okay. I don't know why it's like that. You also now have a sense of water. And in order just to do anything real quick, we're going to go ahead and construct. We'll go ahead and start. Oh gosh. I guess what we can do is harvest these. Well, I mean, granted, actually, yeah. Cancel that. And you just dig them up. Dig up the plants, and we'll build a pile here. Sadly, this just means that we're gonna have to set everything up quickly over here because I want to make this kind of like the outhouse area. Go ahead and do that. There we are. too bad here. That's gonna give us some plants as well, so it's not too bad. I have a basic strategy. I didn't get my agriculture guy, but that honestly doesn't matter too much. What matters more or less is we set up agriculture at one point. Honestly, it doesn't matter too much right now. Outhouse. Medical. 1, 2, 3. We also want to get a. That is going to be a number 9 priority. At the floor underneath it. That's already bad to have at the very beginning. We'll go for furniture. We'll just build a cot over here for now. We will build a new place from later. That's a later problem. I don't know why it does that. Actually, I know exactly why it does that because I wasn't paying attention. Having built up. That area is just not fun. I don't like dealing with chlorine at all, whatsoever. Because usually there's bleach, bleach here, and bleach stone's just annoying to deal with. Yeah, this is a chlorine gas vent. Carbon dioxide isn't too bad. I like vacuums. You can fill them. And carbon dioxide usually sticks towards the bottom, so if you just have a... Yep. Let's keep nobody make a mess because we can't really fix it. Okay. What we want is quick things. Come on, build. There we are. That was barely making it, but we made it nonetheless, didn't we? No auction. We do need a generator, which is why we also want this area kind of dug out. Tire kind of go here. There's 2 reasons why I want these. Number 1, this is going to kind of be the new living quarters. And number 2, this is helpful. We will only dig up to here though. Yeah, it's 1 algae. What is nice though is just building a tile here. It's gonna be somewhat helpful. Somewhat. This is not the most useful thing in the world, but it's not the worst thing in the world. And we will build down as well. We won't use it for now. But I'd rather have it for later. So yeah, we just kind of gotta wait for them. Honestly, I'm gonna make these cots like a 7 priority. Simply put, I want them cots built so they don't just keep sleeping on the floor. As much as I really do not care if they're sleeping on the floor. I know I'm a monster, but like, it doesn't hurt them in any way, really. These I would also love to be built, but at the same time we're building quite a lot. This early stage is mostly building things and waiting for it to get built before you can use it. I might use this stuff over here as well though. It's kind of nice. There's a lot of algae over here, so we will try to do a couple excavations. But that's a later project. Algae is going to be very important because once we start running out of algae, we're kind of fucked. There's no good way of putting that. With this built, we can now actually build a generator area. That's kind of what I want this to be. And we're just going to build full batteries because I've had a lot of problems with, well, you know, battery and power when it comes to that. It's also probably not the best place because eventually we want to get this as a water source and eventually probably create different water source thing, probably near the vent. Although it's annoying, we might probably, if we can find a different one, it would probably be better. At the same time, I always like going up rather than down, but up isn't much better than down right now. In fact, down looks a lot nicer. Do research and stuff. And with this one about builds, we can finally... We only really need it going left. Yep, so once these are also built, we can easily, or more easily at least. And knowing full well that I've had people actually die from this, we are building that just straight away. That's because it will be used for later, so people don't die later on. Just thinking now I can actually go grab the sandstone as well. Which they are actually, I've seen it happen so many times that it's just like, honestly kind of annoying. Where they just decide to go jump in the water with no exit. It's happened quite a lot, and I've lost a lot of games to it, so we're just going to straight up build it now and not deal with it later. Some people might get hypothermia. Actually, hypothermia isn't the worst to get. There are worse to get in this game. As soon as people get slime lung never leaves. It really doesn't though. Like, it's one of those things. I also kind of want to build down more here, but at the same time, that's. And yeah, more algae, which I really like. Right now, oxygen is just being generated normally, so. Already? I didn't know you were that fast. I like these guys for no other reason than they look nice, but I'm gonna go Oxford because I don't need these people yet. They're also not the best. Once I need other people, I will more do that later. Here we are, and now they're actually starting to build some of this stuff. Isn't too bad. We also are going to get straight priority set up. Doctoring that. There you are. I never like setting up people more than one skill, so. And I'll usually set up 2 just in case, but at the same time, it doesn't hurt us too much. For now, a lot of the stuff is good. What we want to do immediately is go straight for the... This, I always prefer just grabbing all that, because ranching, I have never really gotten to help me. It's fine. It's a good strategy, like especially like for the these guys, because they give off coal, if I remember correctly. They're not too expensive either, so... It's good for power later on, but honestly, ranching right now, I don't really care too much about. Then I want to go down to the... I will explain my strategy as we go on later on. It's not a bad strategy. I never usually have problems. Problems usually just become like everything is too far from everything else. So I'm trying to keep everything a little more districtized. Right now, this is our research center, and this is just gonna eventually become a massive. I think I'll use this for like a waste. Dig it out, make a massive waste center, or maybe go down here for that. I don't really know. Maybe here would also be a good waste center. Here's a great mining center. There's a lot of coal everywhere. Yeah. So right now, that was idle. So for now, I want massive amounts of this dug out. So up to here, we'll likely lose more as well up from everywhere. So for that to work, I mean, actually I can just do it here and dig up to here, which is fine. Actually, rather helpful. However, we'll only kind of dig up to here. Get that little bit of iron. Then we can do a different dig. So here's going to need to be a floor, or we can start a basic floor here to allow us kind of do a lot. Honestly though, it's one of those where it's like, there are problems with everything we do. This is just kind of one of those where I'm accepting the problems it's about to cause. Especially the structural problems. I really do not care. For now. Later on, I might realize how bad of a mistake this was and regret my decisions, but for now, I'm fine with them. Plus, these might be 2 good rooms later on. Already, it's getting too large, but this is kind of just how I have to do it right now because I need the materials for later on. So we are going to grab them now before we die. There you go. Yeah, it's a good amount of algae. That's kind of all the reason there is. That now also getting done, we can kind of more or less... Oh wow, that was not much. Okay, that's built, so we can get some sandstone done. Why do you stand there? I know why. Oh, you're fine with that. Cancel that then. Honestly, I don't care too much for that. With this, they can kind of continue building outwards. Honestly, it's more or less just for the stuff. For now, it's mostly just still waiting. And not much has changed there. The amount of stuff we're getting here, though, is very good. Now I want to build my way down here. That's a good thing. And I want to build these walls. Just to get in, because I don't want to go through this other way, which is full of polluted oxygen. Oh, there's a Pacu in there. Actually, I like Pacus. They were a decent source of food last time I hatched them, but they're also very inconvenient to have. That's legit the best way to describe it. Oh, algae. We are going to build 2 of these. I mean 3 of these. 4. Build 1 for each major area. Food, we are just going to start here with our planter boxes, and we are going to enclose the space because for later on it's going to be nice. Compost, we are actually going to build 2 of those for now. We also want to start our waste, so good waste management. I am actually going to put down to here. So we can dig out a massive area for it. Get us the resources from it. Just gonna accept the loss there. And the loss of that item. Reason why we're doing this, put simply, good waste management is going to keep me happy and everyone else happy. I don't think that's even, but at the same time, I do not really care. We're going to accept that. That might be a little structurally unstable, but what we're going to do is actually so it doesn't get into any other water supply. That looks like everything's going to be spaced out just enough to dig. So here we are, the massive digging project, and followed by a couple other massive digging projects. It's just going to give us a couple things that our people can do as we're waiting kind of for them to do stuff, really. Good materials here, some really good materials over here. This is also going to allow us to kind of just hold up here. We're going to set this as a 6th priority. And we're actually going to press cancel on, I think it's these two that are going to need to be canceled because we need to do some volatile emptiers and we need a tile for that. So we get 2 there. It's also just going to allow us to keep like things like these from producing too much polluted oxygen. Hopefully we can keep everything from falling in upon each other because I do not want to deal with that. From here we can actually set up something like over here. So hopefully it doesn't get too deep before we can set up a bunch of water stuff. Another reason why we don't have a lot of dirt is simply here. Dirt isn't too hard to come by, it's kind of everywhere. We're currently on here. Actually, we only want to research up to here because we can't get the next one real quick. We should have probably researched something else first, but I actually do just like getting my plant set up first. Now, a long process to set up planting. But actually setting up these farms are kind of important because it allows us to not die. It is kind of the important part. Eventually you get so much that they start to expire before you can eat them all. Even with fridges, it's just kind of what happens at that point. I do prefer that. I think, yeah, no research set up. We're gonna go straight for advanced. Kind of what I care about. I think the next day we're going to kind of go all the way through here. It doesn't really hurt us from doing here first because what happens here is we're getting quite a lot of algae and things like that. And some materials we're going to accept it just for now, really. So until we can kind of have everything set up, it's just kind of going to be the setup. We got some miners here now, I guess. So we got some fertilization, which is really nice. A fertilizer, I guess. Fertilization is an action, not another thing. Also, a lot more sandstone, which isn't too bad because the more sandstone we have, the more of these things we can kind of build. So as we're setting all that up, all this is getting dug out. I feel like we're going to just miss all this. So once we get all this set up, we can also send all this to a purifier. I think we're also now getting the better research. A stable water cooler and a crafting station. We are going to build, I think this will be our relax station. Kind of like cots. But to do that, I think we have to go deep into the research tree of 1 and let's get like the home luxuries. Which isn't bad. It's not, like, in all honesty, it's not a bad one. But to do that, we actually have to get like things like plastic, and that's a little hard to get. So we want to go for probably the medical stuff before we even try any of that. Finish food up, then finish up this. The rest of this go straight for plumbing, pretty much. Skill point. We will actually go hard digging for you. That's going to help us a lot, especially with things like here, so we can eventually set up a really nice... We're not going to set up anything here, I'm actually looking at it, but at the same time I don't care enough. So at the time, we are just kind of waiting for them to finish this. insufficient oxygen generation, and we don't have any yet. We're kind of just building so right now we can actually just not have everything break. Improved construction and aid, we're going to get advanced research. That's just gonna do all that real. And with all that's kind of set up, we are just kind of building. That's kind of all we're doing now. Once building is kind of all done, we can kind of, we can start more building, because in this game, building is kind of all we're doing at any given point. So, yeah, until then, we're just gonna sit here. I think once this area is kind of done, I think that is where we will be able to end off this video. We are just going to get these done. I actually just like having to look at them. Attributes increased. I actually like it when their attributes increased because it gives us very small buffs, but buffs nonetheless. You know, honestly, I quite enjoy this game. As simple as it kinda is, it is also one of those where it's like there's 1,000 things that make it unsimple, but yet so simple at the same time. So yeah. I'm also gonna set these at 6. Because we do need to start producing oxygen, because I think a lot of our oxygen produces here. Yeah. Don't produce oxygen anymore. And things like this ain't helping. And also kind of just try to remove these because they do kind of cause a small blockage in the things we need. Choose a blueprint. Pip eggs. Sure, we'll have some pips. Doesn't hurt us really having them run around. Doesn't help us either, but at the same time I don't really care how. There we are. Oxygen generation is up. There we are. And with all this kind of set up, now we can kind of finish the rest of this, which is just destroying, removing. So we can kind of just build. I think we're going to have to go through one more cycle, maybe 2 to finish this, but this is a big project. In all honesty, like it is a big project. Another reason is just simply these, because these do produce polluted oxygen once they're there, which also makes me want to deconstruct these 2 actually to put stuff there, so I can bring wires from over here to over there. But that's going to involve researching down the gases, which is just going to be up to here. So once we kind of finish advanced research, we can build more. I'm also going to set this as a priority of 6. Kind of just make sure everything's set up so we can actually do well. Because once polluted oxygen kind of gets in the way, it's a real bad thing. Let's see. So they're still working on some of the stuff down here. Kind of just tempted to hit cancel on. Oh, we can hit cancel on that. I didn't really realize I did that. I've been over here so many times and I haven't even noticed yet. Yeah, so it's mostly the waiting game now, as we wait for them to finish kind of building, constructing, and honestly, it's not actually a bad thing. Like, it's made out kind of to be a bad thing, but that's because I'm dramatic. So now we have also oxygen generation. It may not be the best oxygen generation, so we do need more eventually here. But right now, it's fine. Like, we're getting oxygen. That's gonna get more. Oh damn, actually, I'm looking at it, it's just like, ugh. Auction is never a fun one. So, yeah. We're gonna put 2 down here, 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 and here. Along with here. There's some here as well. But that's also because we're going to be using polluted oxygen, and we're going to be taking out the oxygen here. Quickly trying our best to keep all this high. Oh wait, should we research it? Have we? Okay, so we're going straight for this. We're going to build a super researcher. We're going to send the wires through because number one, we're already going to need wires here anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. Looking at this, I'm not trying to make this video like 7 hours long. I'm trying to make it just long enough to where I'm able to do some stuff, make it somewhat entertaining. Denton, yeah, as I said, it was likely going to be 2 more. Once we kind of get this done, I think a lot of it's just waiting. I'm going to set a priority to 4 for all of this. Simply put, it should kind of help with that. Then we can finally start producing more oxygen, which is going to be very important because this area is not very breathable. Which is not good. Plus, these will help scrape carbon dioxide from here in case there is any. I doubt there will be. In fact, the carbon dioxide levels are kind of low already. So we're gonna start building. Yeah, it's. We want to like finish this research up fast as we start finishing building over here. Oh, we can't reach them? Nah, it's fine actually, we don't really need to. There we are. We can now finish building this area. 6 for that as well. You don't really want to go too high for these, but it is important. There we are. This will allow us to build stuff. Hopefully build all this stuff faster. And in fact, we'll actually call priority 7 for all this quickly. Yeah, once we can kind of build all that, we should be able to get the next level. Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad considering the fact that once we do get it built, yeah, it does look like we're about to get it built. And there we are, and it's here, so we can start researching this next bit. Once we get all this set up, we can finally get some better ventilation. Liquid valve, not what we're looking for. Now there any of this. We are looking for the polluted oxygen remover, and while we won't get all the polluted oxygen, we should get most of it. In fact, I'll actually set all of this to a 7. Because it's kind of important to remove it. Plus, then we can build something, the plumbing here, which would be very important. We are going to have to get the the distillation as well. So let's see how far we can get real quick. Probably not too far, especially since there's a couple things that we do need, and researching isn't always the speediest. We already got some polluted oxygen prepared, but at this time I don't think there's much that is in there. That is the problem they have. Oh god, downtime. Yeah, well, you guys are just adding polluted oxygen in your area. We have no way of decontaminating it yet. So we want to quickly get it before it spreads. And then we gotta get the plumbing in. It does look like most of it's done. Anyways, this area is completely finished. So yeah. We'll go, not too close. So we'll go for this next cycle and end it there, because I doubt this next cycle is going to take too long. It might also allow us to do some other things. Some very important things. Maybe it will only take this last one to finish up this last bit. At least the wires are finishing fast. That is kind of nice. The wires are really being built fast, and honestly those are usually the ones I have the most trouble with keeping up with. Well, they always have trouble keeping up with. I can build the wires fast because I'm the one just saying do them. Polluted water, it'll become a problem eventually, but right for now it's another one where it's like eh. Oh, we will need power down here as well. Right. Along with plumbing. We will figure that out here in a minute. I just know that this area is kind of what we'll be using, because these do produce quite a lot of polluted water. So I don't think it's too bad for anything. It's also gonna add power. Its research looks like it's almost done. Yeah. Getting close. So yeah. How's everyone's day doing? I'm doing quite well myself. Almost got all the wires set up, so we don't have to really worry about that. A lot of buildings probably lack resources in comparison. For now, this doesn't stay forever either, though. Especially once you like start doing some of the extra stuff, like later on stuff. Yeah, we're getting close there. Enjoy your seeds. Well, I'll do an arbor tree. So if I remember correctly, the pips survive off of arbor trees. So we will set that up actually. The arbor cone, we're gonna sweep that up. Oh yeah, we don't have any storage. Well, hopefully I don't input. Yeah. We might not get this research by the end of this cycle, which is kind of sad, and I was really hoping for it. Yeah. That's another time's problem, ain't it? And they also just dropped liquid water here. It's also, I think it's taking in, yeah, it's consuming 333. It's really good because this is kind of the area with a lot of it. I'm actually going to cancel all this. We don't need it yet. We gotta finish all that. So, kind of once the daytime hits, we will see where we're at. We haven't got our farming quite set up, but that we got our compost. Everything set up. We're gonna allow them to. Why bring it there? There's a lot more water than needed. Oh wait, did we finally? No. You know what? We'll go until we actually get it done. Because as badly as I don't want to drag this video on any longer, I mean it's expected to be a long video. This is video of this, so they're never entirely the shortest videos in the world. We'll get basic plumbing and get up to the next level. Seems like we're actually almost there for it. But it doesn't look like they're out of stuff to do. Once that kind of hits, they do have to start worrying about it. Building lacks resources. Yo, can you get to resources faster? The reason also I built 2 is because of how much usually there is. And having just 1 in my own. There we are. Perfect. Need to go quick for distillation. Liquid pump. We're gonna need to build that in both, so we can then get pipes running through and electricity running through. We'll only build it up to here and build the pipes up to there. Actually, we won't even connect it. But what we do need to do is build these. With that done, and the carbon's, and they're actually pretty good if you have too much carbon. But at this point, my carbon is just kind of decreased over here. I mean, it's still constantly increasing, but carbon is not much of a problem at the current moment. Especially right now, so. Yeah, he got yucky lungs, yeah. Another major reason why I dislike that is because of, well, it doesn't have too many germs in a shocking turn of the event. Researched another one, plumbing, liquid pump. We're gonna build a liquid bridge. This one can go up here. Actually, we'll just cancel. We'll just cancel it for now. When that's done, I do want to set it up in an area, which I will be setting it up here in this room, so I can get a bridge through here from it, so we can set up power. And now that's all we gotta do. We're actually getting there in research, so I think we'll get the water situation set up quickly. Food poisoning. Germ cover. Ah, you asshole. So what that's going to do is it's going to allow us to at least control the amount of water we have in a given area and try to recycle it. I do know that already we're going to need one here. It's going to be a third thing of pipes, which is going to go up to here. So they don't get confused. It is not the best system, but hey, at the same time, not the worst system in the world. Now we gotta finish this research up, which does actually seem like going by a little faster. Once we get all this set up, we can easily finish the last bits needed to fix this situation. We're also going to need a pipe. Plumbing back into here. And now. I have an idea. A liquid bridge here. This is honestly the worst piping I've ever had. set that up there, and we'll set up the basic power system here. There's a lot that's needed to be done. So hopefully this never overflows. If it does, we're fucked. Because I don't think we have the stuff that needed for it. I think it's all the way down like here. I know there's a way to do it. It's like base management. Might be flow tiles. I might be able to get over those. No, it would be here. Shut off the pipes passing through. Which is kind of annoying, but at the same time, we can actually do something to increase storage. Which is called digging all the way through it. And this is how we're going to do it. So we're going to have to cancel this and these. I didn't do anything bad there. So this liquid pump is going here. The power is going here. And the plumbing, so we don't ruin it, is going here. So we don't do too bad for it. Oh gosh, this is gonna definitely be like almost hours long. Well, I mean, I don't know. Could be. Could be a lot longer, but I would never know. I actually did not time this at all. I mean, I didn't time it correctly either, but still. So this is gonna be the plumbing is gonna be a big pain in my ass. I can actually cancel that one because we're just going straight through it. Slightly annoying. Once we set everything up, oh, I think it's already starting. And it's going straight for food poisoning. Yeah. That's slowed down research, and I don't want research slowed down whatsoever. Looks like we gotta do some plumbing. Not too bad. Once this pipe is built, unreachable. Okay. Just gonna have to hope that works. I do know that a lot of things are going. Oh gosh, we are already losing a lot of water. We gotta get this a lot faster set up than I thought we would. Which means connecting everything as fast as possible. Which is not entirely the goal I was hoping for. I was hoping for a lot more time. So we might have some water trouble for a bit. So we get all that set up. Which also makes sense though, because we are recycling every bit of water we have, and we can. I think we're going to do a controlled fall into here. Not the thing I was meaning to do. What I'm doing here is basically a control fall. I mean, I'm letting things fall into here so we can get more. Once we can. Research. Oh god. We're halfway there. I don't think we're making it by the cycle, but that's fine. Honestly, what we need to get done is new printables. Bufflets, sure. Oh no, lips and slime. Ah, shitester. Decrease husbandry, destruction, binge. Fine, we'll just kill them right after. Pufflet egg. We'll just kill them right afterwards. It's kind of what we're gonna have to do anyways. So yeah, this is going well. Also because this is the only thing defending us from like total death. Pain, suffering. Why you ate a muck root from that, I have no idea. Y'all, these are a 7 at the current moment because y'all really need to empty them. Oh gosh. It's never a good time to end it because everything is needing to be done. Our research is almost done, so we can get that done, and I think once we get all that done, we have to end the video. I have to end the video, but I honestly love this game. Part of me just does not want it to end, but at the same time, I have to do things. I know, shocking. Once we set everything up, we can more easily establish some things as things. Yeah, this copper wire is kind of insufficient oxygen generation. Yeah, I don't know how much more oxygen I could be. I mean, yeah, I could probably produce more, but at the same time, oh gosh, we're out of water. Well, there's no better time than the present to set that up, right? Awesome, thank you. We're doing sanitation next. We have to because we need the tiles. Output versus input. Why did you switch it like that? That was dumb. I don't know why I did that actually. Plumbing, we do that. Demolish that. So that's now prepared to go here. That's now prepared to go from here. And we got connected. And this. And now we hope everything goes well. So yeah. So is that he's got his thing going on. Yeah, we have to set this up. And then do the controlled fall in. Plumbing and ventilation. We don't need ventilation right now. What we need is plumbing right now. Skills going straight into medicine compounding because it's field research. I've never actually had to use. I've used it once actually. That's a lie. One time have I used it. But at the same time, I prefer to, you know, get him better in his doctoring stuff so he can actually research complete. Hopefully, we can get some of the stuff built before then. Because we do really need to finish this building. And we also do really need to get this control fall in. Because, yeah. Actually. I have thought of something. It might be kinda dumb. It probably is really dumb. You gotta cancel some of these. going to cancel this altogether. We're going to build tire here, and here, and a ladder. I would say it's majorly important, because it is. But for now, everything's majorly important. So, welcome to the war. Everything is going to shit. And also my duplicates are very covered in shit. And this man's pouring more shit on them. Oh, and somebody got fucking hypothermia. That's fine. We gotta go 1 through a motorcycle. This is insane. But we need this now, so don't mind me. And these are priority 9s. Down here, I don't. Sufficient oxygen generation. We are quite generating a lot of fluid oxygen. I need all that shit taken care of. But there are so many things I need taken care of. We can't name everything. There's a question for. You know what? No research set. Fine. We are fine with no research. For now. In this next episode, we are going to be editing these out. By increasing what we have. We really need it now, so that's why we're doing it now. There we are. Quickly building this, because we need the water now. There's no time to wait anymore. With all that set up, we can also gain more blue water away from everything. So, you know, it's kind of important, especially now, where the water is very, very bad. I mean, it's bad anyways, so it doesn't really matter. But for now, what we need to do is kind of update. Because before we continue, you're going to need to finish these walls. Otherwise, we lose water, and we can't waste water. It's kind of our best bet to gaining water. We're losing some here and there, but at the same time, see, look at that. Now we have water again. Here we are. Water. It is now dripping into our water container. Oh. That's sad. You're gonna have to die, man. I'm sorry. We can at least give him a nice one. Well, a better death. It wasn't nice, but I guess no death is. And then we'll prepare every last bit of this water. Once we get this water down there, we can kind of finish this up. We got that down, which right now we don't have it connected, but that's fine. We actually do not care how little we have connected. This is kind of what we have to survive with. So once we finish this last bit, we will have time. Oh, and we also have skill points. I wasn't even paying attention to that. Whoopsie. Apparently we also got a bit of a farm going. But, you know, it's just here and there. So, yeah. Skill point. Somebody just, you know what, you get super hard digging. the last bit of stuff that will be accomplished is going to probably be this. Then we'll set the final bits for this up. Yeah. So yeah, here we are. And once this night is over, we can actually stop. We can now finally set research. And we'll go down into medical, wherever that is, right here. Because that will help kind of cure everyone. Yeah. Once this cycle is over, we are setting this up. Unless we did all of this wrong. I'm not sure if we did. I'm going to quickly check the plumbing. Oh, we have clean water in it. No. Well. We will figure that out later when we need water again. For now, we will just wait until we actually have everything set up. With it set up, at least, we can set some of the stuff up. And actually start putting down the laboratories. And we'll make a new area for the cots. Because, you know, it doesn't hurt. Once I find the cots. Oh gosh, wait, hold on. The furniture, there we are. For now, and that. I'm also going to deconstruct these two. Finish up with that. Once the cycle ends, we are going to just have to say goodbye. Because at this point, this has gone on too long. We'll go Brian. What we want is a liquid filter. And we are going to establish it. Press O to rotate. Must be built in unoccupied space. Oh gosh, I'm pressing buttons. I don't want to press buttons. Filter. And then here, we're going to build this pipe. Bridge it over here. Yeah. Sadly, we do have these, which we are just going to have to send back here in a minute. So we're going to have to fuck up our plumbing system for a second. There we are. This as well. Build these. Go get this to overlap. And we are going to do something called setting this up this next day. Once everyone wakes up, there we are. That's over. There we are. Anywho. As always, if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!